Casey.
What's the matter, Martin?
Come on, check me off.
I will. Where did my list go?
Talk about unorganized.
It's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Has everyone paid up now? Just about. Hey, Connie. When will you have the money for Mrs. Gonzalez's party? I'll have it day after tomorrow, okay? Day after tomorrow? We can't wait that long. Not if we want to get her a gift and order the cake and everything. I can't help it, Casey. I collect for my paper route on Wednesdays. But we're going shopping tomorrow. It's not my fault if my customers don't pay me until then. Hey, guys! Mrs. Gonzalez is coming.
Casey, put them all in. Quick, put them in.
You have to do something. I'm giving you till tomorrow morning. But at the latest, and none of your excuses this time.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mrs. Gonzalez.
We're going to start reading a new play this week. Well, actually, it's an old play, written around 1600 by William Shakespeare. I know you think a play written way back then has got nothing to do with our modern lives, but I think you'll find that The Merchant of Venice is very special.
What's this? I thought you said you didn't have any money. Just found it, dummy. I knew you were just stalling. Stalling?
Connie, it's about things we can relate to.
Everyone knows you always
in our
make
everyday
excuses,
lives.
Connie.
We'll also
I'm not
see that the
stalling.
things Shakespeare
Just,
wrote about
you
are
forgot,
still
right?
relevant. Things like going to court and getting justice for the deals we make.
Casey, I found that money on it. I'll check you off. I don't need one of your stories. Casey.
In fact, we're going to read about one of the most famous trials of all time right here in The Merchant of Venice, Act 4. We're going to talk about justice and mercy.
So when did they go on strike?
Any day now, probably.
Don't they have to go first? Who does? The union. What union? Don't you ever read the news? Me? I just deliver.
And you're running late.
Sorry, Moose. I couldn't help it. Mrs. Gonzalez is leaving to have her baby, and nobody could decide what to get for her. Rachel.
Spare me the details. Mrs. Hines has been complaining again.
What else is new?
Better swing by her place first.
I will. Bye. Smells good.
Here, tell me what you think.
It's great.
It's a carrot cake.
Look, I hate cooked carrots.
Grow up. You liked it before I told you.
Frosting on the food for a minute.
I hear Mrs. Gonzalez is going away to have her baby.
Yep. We're having a party for her. We're all chipping in.
I remember G's class. I played Portia in The Merchant of Venice. The quality of mercy is not strained. It drops.
Can you lend me $5, Liz?
What for?
For Miss Gonzalez. See, I kind of borrowed the money.
You shouldn't borrow money. It's the best way to lose friends.
It's okay. Casey doesn't even know I borrowed it yet. And if you lend me the money, she'll never know the difference.
Forget it. Besides, you have a job now. Earn your own money.
Please, Liz. I'll pay you back as soon as I go collecting.
You still owe me for those watercolors you left outside.
It's not my fault it rained.
It's never your fault.
Justice and mercy. Class, before you go, don't forget the homework for tonight is to study the quality of mercy. Good night. See you tomorrow.
I still think a baby blanket will be the perfect gift.
We want to get something for Mrs. Gonzalez. Not for some baby that doesn't even have a name yet.
I just can't understand it. No matter which way I add it up, I come up with the wrong amount. Here, let me see.
Maybe someone hasn't paid yet.
Everyone's paid. I know. I checked them off myself.
You could have made a mistake.
I may be a little unorganized, Pete, but I'm not stupid. We're missing $5.
We're short, all right. Well, we have enough for everything except the cake. We can get that later when you find the money.
Yeah, it'll turn up sooner or later. By tomorrow, at the latest. What makes you so sure? I just know. Bye, Case.
Bye, Casey.
Truck late again?
It's not going to be any truck today. The press operators voted 90% for.
For what?
For a strike, didn't you hear?
No news?
And no paper route. We're out of work until it's settled.
What am I gonna do?
We're all in the same boat.
Not you guys. You don't owe somebody money, and I need it by tomorrow. Are you sure you checked everywhere? Everywhere. Under your bed? Everywhere. There's only one explanation for this. You lost it? It was stolen. Stolen? You bet. And I'm not gonna let this guy get away with robbing us like this. No way. But who could have done it? The quality of mercy is not strength. The quality of mercy is not strength. Hi, you guys. Hi, Connie. Listen, Casey, I want to talk to you about the money from figured it out. We think we know what happened. You do? Casey was robbed. What are you talking about, robbed? I'm talking about a 6th grade thief, Connie. You're crazy. I didn't steal your money. Who said you did? I know what you're thinking, but it's not true. I never stole anything. Whew, what was that all about? I think she knows more than we think she does about this. The deeds of mercy. I have spoke thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea. My deeds upon my head. I crave the law, the penalty of my bond. I beseech the court to give the judgment. Then thus it is. You must prepare your bosom for the knife. Prove it then. Why don't you just admit it? I didn't steal anything. Prove it.
Hang on. She doesn't have to prove she's innocent because a person is innocent until proven guilty. That's the law.
Yeah, that's the law. So take me to court if you don't believe me. Hey, now that's not a bad idea. Very funny. Seriously, we could have a court to get to the bottom of this, and I could be the judge.
Now that's not fair. What about me?
You could be Connie's lawyer.
Be for the defense. I like it.
But I don't think I want to go on trial. If you're so innocent, it shouldn't bother you. Besides, it'll be fun!
Stop worrying about it, Connie. All we have to do is knock a few holes in our case.
How?
Facts. A case has to be built on facts. And that's where Casey's in trouble.
I'm the one that's in trouble.
Relax. She doesn't have a leg to stand on. No evidence, no witness to the crime. Nothing.
There wasn't any crime. She's got it all wrong.
For sure. Now, tell me everything, right from the start.
This whole court thing is stupid.
Don't take it so seriously. She's not going for a pound of your flesh.
Just $5, which I don't have. I need you to be a character witness.
What side?
A Person who testifies in court about what a person's like in real life.
Like what?
Do you have any imagination, Martin? It's like on TV. I ask you the questions about Connie's character so we can prove she's guilty.
Oh,
Hold on. I want you to study these questions and memorize the answers.
what's wrong? You're making dumb move after dumb move.
Nothing.
You're spoiling the game.
Well, I've got more important things on my mind.
Like what?
Like going to court.
Going to court? What did you do?
Nothing. I'm not guilty, no matter what Casey thinks.
So she's taking you to court over a measly $5?
I tell you, she's merciless.
I guess sometimes you have to be.
All I know is if I lose tomorrow, everybody will think I'm a thief. And I'm not. Order in the court. Everyone take your places. All right, Connie Jacobs, you are being accused of stealing $5 from Mrs. Gonzalez's party fund. How do you plead, guilty or not? Not guilty. Okay. Now everyone has to remember, everybody has to tell the truth and everybody has to listen to me, since I'm the judge here. Any objections? Good. Let's hear it from the prosecution.
Objection.
What's the problem, Pete?
How come she gets to go first?
That's the way it goes. Prosecution always goes first. Objection overruled. Go ahead, Casey. Okay, Connie. Where were you on Tuesday, the 16th of this month? At school, like everyone else.
I can vouch for that, Your Honor.
Was that or wasn't that the day you paid me $5 for Mrs. Gonzalez? That was the day I handed you $5, but you said you didn't have any money. I find that very suspicious.
Get to the point, Casey.
Did you steal the money from the fund? No, I didn't steal anything. I'd like to call my first witness to the stand, Your Honor. Martin Schlegel. Go on the witness stand, Martin. Okay, Martin. How long would you say you've known the accused?
You mean Connie?
Of course I mean Connie.
Since about grade 2.
Would you say you're a good judge of her character?
I guess I know her pretty well. We're in the same class.
I can vouch for that, Your Honor. And what kind of person is the accused?
Connie, she's pretty normal. She's a good chess player.
And what else?
She eats a lot of red licorice.
Order in the court. I mean, what else? Like when things go wrong with Connie.
Oh, yeah. She makes a lot of excuses.
Would you say sometimes she even makes them up?
Sometimes. Like when she spilled all that chocolate milk on me in the cafeteria.
What happened?
I just told you. She spilled chocolate milk on me.
I know that, but what did she say?
She said it wasn't her fault. The wind blew it over.
And did you believe her?
There aren't any windows in the cafeteria.
That doesn't make her a very honest person, now does it?
I don't know. I guess not.
Thank you, Martin. I think we ought to remember that point, Your Honor.
You want to cross-examine the witness, Pete? I've got a few questions.
Go ahead.
Now, tell me, Martin Schlegel, who was it that found your bike near the tracks and brought it home safe and sound?
Connie did.
And who babysat your little sister for free when we went to the baseball game last Saturday?
Connie did.
Seems to me Connie's been pretty nice to you. And after all that, you really think she's a thief?
I don't think so.
Objection! That's only his opinion.
You're the one who asked him to give his opinion, not me.
Objection overruled. But opinions don't count anyway. Are you finished prosecuting, Casey? I have one more witness, Your Honor. Where? In here. In there? Mrs. Cordelia Hines of 82.5 Degrassi Street. Oh, no. Oh, just a sec. Here we go.
Connie, she delivers my evening paper when she feels like it.
Then she isn't very dependable.
Dependable? I haven't had a newspaper on time for over a week. The only thing you can depend on Connie to do is collect. I've never
Objection!
heard so many excuses in all my life.
What's the problem, Pete?
I don't think you're allowed to have a machine instead of a real person witness.
Why not?
Because how am I supposed to cross-examine a tape recorder?
Pete's got a point there. That's no fair evidence. Besides, everyone knows Mrs. Hines is a crank. Remember the time we tried to pick her dandelions? That's irrelevant. I'm the judge here. I decide what's irrelevant. Okay, Pete, it's your turn.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Casey a few questions.
Me? Go on the witness stand, Casey. I can't. But you have to. I mean, I can't. How come? Right now? Casey wants an adjournment. I do? 5 minutes. All in favor of a 5-minute recess, say aye. Aye. Come on, I'll show you where it is.
Don't look so worried, Connie. The trial isn't over yet.
What happens if the court makes the wrong verdict, Pete?
Don't worry. It won't.
How do you know?
Because I can feel it. Right is on our side.
Not completely. Judy, I wish we could stop the court. Are you nuts? What for? It's going great. Maybe Connie's telling the truth. Even Martin thinks so. I still have to hear all the evidence. I think I want to drop the charges. Too late now. You can't stop the wheels of justice. Order in the court.
Tell me something, Casey. How many erasers have you lost this year?
That's kind of hard to say.
Too many to count 'em, eh? Then can you tell us who was in charge of giving out the Christmas cards this year?
Me. I was.
And how many people got Christmas cards in February?
All right, so I forgot to mail a few.
Shh. Speaking of forgetting things, did you remember to lock the equipment room after baseball practice today?
Shoot, I forgot.
Oh, don't worry. Connie remembered. Considering all the losing and forgetting you do in life, don't you think you could have lost or dropped or forgotten where you put that $5?
I guess so.
Thank you, Casey. Madam Judge, I rest my case.
Does anybody have anything to say before I give the verdict? I think we've shown beyond a shadow of doubt that Connie probably had nothing to do with stealing anything. On the other hand, the money's still not there, and the verdict is it's not Connie's fault. You must have lost it. Me? It's my fault? Case dismissed.
All right, Connie, we won.
Thanks, Pete. So, Mrs. Gonzalez won't have a cake at her party after all. You did a good job, Pete.
Thanks.
Casey, where are you going? What's she so upset about?
She lost.
It's her own fault. But just because she lost the case, it doesn't mean she lost the money. Of course it does. What other explanation is there? Casey, wait up. Let me explain. Just leave me alone. Casey, I know it's not your fault. Just leave me alone, okay? Casey, listen to me. Let me explain. I don't need any of your excuses. You won. That's fine, okay? But about the cake for Mrs. Gonzalez. Rub it in, why don't you? Casey, I know it's not your fault. Thanks. I'm glad somebody thinks so. Listen to me, Casey. Just leave me alone, okay?
Connie! Hey, Connie! I've been trying to get you all afternoon. Did you hear the good news?
What news?
We're back in business.
You mean the strike? It's over? Oh, Luce, that's great. Now I can get money to make a cake. Here's your paper. The strike's over. Can I collect now? Just a moment. Can I collect, please?
How much is it?
$2. You baked a cake for Mrs. Gonzalez. It's almost as good as the one we could have bought. Don't you think, Casey? It's even better. You saved the day, Connie. Then it doesn't really matter about the money. What do you mean? I'm the one who lost the money. You never lost it, Casey. You dropped it. What are you talking about? You dropped that money on the floor, and I picked it up to give it back to you. But you figured it was mine and checked me off. I never did pay my share. So all this time you lied? No way. I was gonna pay you back, I swear. But then the strike happened. It looks like I was right about you all along, Connie Jacobs. What do you mean? You're a thief. I am not a thief. I gave you the money right back, but you pretended it was yours. I never said it was. It's not my fault you jumped to the wrong conclusion. You ruined my cake. Well, so what? So what? Now Mrs. Gonzalez really won't have a cake, and it's all your fault. Connie, wait. must have worked real hard on the cake. Do you think you could make another one?
Who, me?
If I helped you?
You mean you're sorry?
Will you forgive me?
Will you forgive me?
The quality of mercy, right?
Right. I really did try to tell you, Casey.
Well, now let's see. This is a fabulous cake. It's the most beautiful cake I've seen. That's an excellent job that you did.
It's great.
Actually, it was Connie's idea.
No way. You're the one that made it all okay.
Thanks, Connie.
I should be thanking you.
Well, that's the way it goes, both ways.
What are you guys talking about? The quality of mercy. If this is the guy who gives and the guy who takes.
You probably won't believe me, but there's a hunk of carrot in my cake.
It's a carrot cake, Pete.